Hey everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. Got people in the chat room. I didn't even get here yet. A Crafting Gamer, Shadow, Samantha Morris, thank you for showing up. I am live from Fort Myers, Florida. It was a crazy day. Well, not so crazy. Today was not so crazy. Okay, I'm going to talk about Fort Myers for a few minutes, right? It's in Florida. It's very much in Florida. And I have not seen any alligators yet. Thank you, upgrade in progress. I'm sure you heard that. I had my notification on for me to go on, and that was it. But, okay, met Rich Giordano in person. Okay? Here's an issue I've got with the sound. I don't have my headset with me, so I don't know how I'm going to accomplish a panel today. But that's what I'm working with. Yeah, I kind of forgot to bring any headset with me at all. So figure that one out. Or just hang out with no audio video, right? And I'm looking for the picture on my other phone. I thought I had a picture. I don't. It's on this phone. Yeah, I'm using this phone. And since I don't have a headset, I'm just using the phone on my tripod. I did remember the tripod, didn't remember the headset. But met up with Rich Giordano. And, okay, everyone who warned me about Rich, don't. Okay, I've known the guy for 15 years. He's not going to murder me, all right? I knew what was going on. I know Rich, all right? I know him. And it's all good. It's all good. He unfortunately had to cut out a little bit early, but he's on his way back right now. I mean, he literally just left like 20 minutes ago, right? So hung out with him. It was cool. We went to a convention. Went to HeroCon, downtown Fort Myers, which isn't much. When you say downtown, you think New York, Atlanta, or it's nothing like that, right? It's a slightly big square, and that's it. I mean, the place was like a giant strip mall, right? So went to that place, got a bunch of pictures, met some people. Okay, it holds up. When you go talking about the paranormal to people, they show up. The people show up who have had paranormal experiences. One guy, we're going to interview him. I want him here, and Rich wants him on his show. He saw a UFO, a big one, and it was seen by many people, and they all kind of agreed to this never happened. And I'm like, what? So anyway, met Rich. It was a great time. Rich is a good dude, okay? He's a good dude. Everybody who's warning me about Rich, I'm surprised nobody warned Rich about me. So, yeah, and I don't have, me and Amy are not today. She's not with me today. I'm using a paper cup. Got no Amy cup. I'm still drinking coffee, though. Okay. So, yeah, met with Rich, walked around, talked to a bunch of people. It was great. And I'm going to have to, Rich, if you're listening, if you see this, I want to get on your show and talk about your visit, right? The good parts, the sociable parts, right? Not the guy. What is that? What is Nathan talking about? Okay, but all right. So that was cool. It was fine. It's been 15 years, and I have not met this guy. Finally met Rich. Hey, Shadow. I saw him here. Okay, hopefully my stream is okay. I'm doing it the same way I would be at home. However, what time am I early? Am I early to you guys? Right? Is it? I don't even know what time it is right now. My clock says 9:21, but I could have swore it was 8. Okay, I don't know time zone. That's just the quantum show for you, right? And speaking of, I was talking to. I had just gone outside. Oh, whoops! Bumped my tripod. Last night. This is what made the show today. Okay, this is the main meat of the show. Last night, Maria from the chat room called me on the phone and was talking about how a bit of the star seeds topic. I was like, okay. And she said, the star seeds are putting their people here on Earth or in this reality, right? And no one is allowed to mess with them. They are on guard. They are representative from a bigger group of people, right? And they are on guard and they all have a mission. I'm like, well, that is kind of jiving with what Keith says. Keith is on his other show right now. What Keith says and what the other starseeds say, and kind of with what I say, and what it agrees with ufology and the government. Not the public government, right? Not the public one, the one that the ufology knows about, the one with the inside stories. Now, if you don't know, right? I'm a little early. Like how early? Like an hour early or 30 minutes early? I hope it's not an hour early because I got so confused, y'all. I'm just like, what the heck's going on? I don't know what's going on. But okay, and what made it. Now, I'm not going to go over the different perspectives, right? But here is the physical manifestation of when we were talking. I looked down. Now, everybody says Earth is either going to be invaded, it isn't. Okay, that's total fiction, right? There's no invasion of Earth. You don't invade someone so weaker than you that they can't even tell you're there, right? Oh, so I'm an hour early? Okay, well, I might have to just cut out after maybe 15 minutes and go, but I got to get this started, right? But the physical manifestation, as we were talking about this stuff, right, was this. This is it's a little heart. I literally found it in the parking lot. And it's a little heart with earth on it, right? However, on the back of it comes with warning. So that struck all the way home, right? I started, you know what? When it's real, you can feel it. I can feel it. Damn, I did not mean to start an hour early. Okay, well, I will be. Time zones mess me up. I don't know where I'm at. But Earth. It's a happy place. It's a heart. However, we come with a warning label. That was just too on the nose, dude. Okay? It was too on the nose. Because we were just talking about, I was comparing what the different perspectives of this stuff, the star seeds, the ufology, science, and my own perspective. And they all have a bunch of stuff in common. Earth is protected. And we're happy down here. Well, relatively, right? We're not like threatening an entire, it's not threatening, we're not threatening an entire culture somewhere else off planet. We're doing it to ourselves, but that's our business. That's just how it is, right? That's our business. And we appear to be a happy little planet that's not invading anyone else, other planets. So they stuck a warning label on us. Warning. Now this is how manifestation and signs work, right? It was totally random. I didn't see it when I walked out. I walked up to the door and there it was. I wasn't looking for this, but it was sitting on the ground. I'm like, that doesn't look like a piece of something else. And it isn't. It's one of these little buttons that you put on the holes of a crock, and that's what it is. And the warning on it says choking warning. Don't choke on it, right? So I spun all the way up. I could feel it. I got excited all over again, talking about this stuff, how Earth is protected. And it's not, there will be no invasion. You don't invade the zoo, right? You leave the zoo alone. The zoo is being managed. We're being managed. Not so much direct interference, but we're being managed as in our higher ups. I'm convinced they know all this stuff, right? They know all this stuff. And we are managed internally by a few people who do know about this stuff. And no, I don't think Elon Musk knows anything about it, right? I think he suspects, and that's it. That's it. I don't think Elon Musk may be something of an elite. I think Bill Gates knows about it because he's involved with, I don't know, population control now. Apparently he's in charge of the food. How did Bill Gates bought his way in, right? That's what he did. He bought his way in. He is not an agriculture guy. He is buying farmland. Why? To starve us, to take control. And I'm gonna spin on a rant right now. Okay, every time a food processing center caught on fire and burnt to the ground, the headline was food processing center catches on fire. The byline is this is not related to the other food service fires. What? Why would you have to say this is not related if it's related, right? Or why? All you're going to do is bring attention to that. Maybe that was the point. But anyway, yeah, that's some crap right there. So me and Maria and I were talking about how Earth is protected. Well, you know my stance on this. My stance is Earth is protected. We are in a habitat. We're in a protected habitat. But there's a deal between all the people who see us as a habitat, see us as animals in a habitat, creatures, beings in a habitat. And because we're at a tipping point, some of us want to poach us. Some of us want to preserve us. Some of us want to study. Some of us want to live among the apes. We're the apes, okay? We're the Bigfoot. We're the apex predator that they don't want to get eaten by. And yeah, it was neat to talk to Rich about this face to face. That was pretty damn cool. And what am I doing? Why am I putting my coffee down? I'm going to keep drinking it, even though it's not with Amy tonight. I want my Amy cup. But that and this, as we were talking about it, we get into a heck of a conversation when she calls, right? When I call her, when she calls me. We don't talk all the time, but when I found this pen button, right, it was right on topic. Just the graphic representation of the planet Earth on a heart with a warning label on the back. We all come with warning labels. The planet is got a sign saying warning, full of powerful eating you creatures. We will eat them. We will consume them. And I don't mean physically. I mean in spirit. Like, okay, I have someone under observation best I can. I think they're a hybrid, right? I'm observing them best I can. Why I think this person, they are slightly tall, right? Shorter arms, slightly lower waist, slightly shorter arms, slightly lower waist, acts like they have zero social skills, like they were just put down here, right? And I do think this guy is a hybrid, and I think he's here to. I don't know why he's here. I don't know why he's here. I think he was put in to add genetics, honestly, and it's nuts. Mm. Talk about close to home. He's a coworker. It's some crazy stuff, right? Okay, for the convention today, I personally did not perceive any aliens this time. It's always a long shot. I didn't even know it was going to happen in Indiana, but it happened. So I thought, well, it's a long shot in Florida, and I'm still going to go looking tomorrow. I'm going to go looking. Um, I've got a cool phone. I've got that iPhone, and it will pick some stuff up, right? It sees in the infrared even in the daytime. Most phones do, but see these Androids, they have circuitry in it to block out UV during the day. I don't know. I don't do phone cameras too much. I don't do cameras too much anymore. But uh, yeah, that little button showing up just gave me physical confirmation. You're on the right track. You nailed it. This is Earth happy, but be warned. Approach at your own risk. That's humans. Approach the humans at your own risk. Do not feed the humans. Do not feed the humans. Risk. Do not contact upon penalty of getting eaten or dissected or something, because there seems to be that rule here. Don't get caught by the people that live here. Do not, because they don't understand you and they will consume you. And I mean, spiritually, emotionally, like this kid, okay, I don't think he knows he was placed here. If he was placed here, he he shows the traits of the appears to be overweight, slightly low waisted, slightly shorter arms, but not really noticeable. Um, no social skills, super white skin, and yeah, uh, I started to try to talk to him. Here's what, right? He's got this super deep voice. I mean, deep, deep voice. You know, like the pitch and timbre. I got him to give me a voice sample, and I was going to try to get him some gigs, but he wasn't interested. He's not interested. Don't know why. He's got this super deep voice that is clear, and that's what got me saying. I was like, "Excuse me, man. Did you know that you have the voice that's like really, really good?" Hey, Lynn. I know I'm early. Right, feeding us is fine. Um, but yeah, but this kid has a super deep voice, and I talked to him about. I tried to stop. Now he won't look at me. He won't acknowledge my presence. I don't know why. I don't know why. But that is a social skill. You like he walks past people, doesn't even look at them as he walks past them. I look at him, and I've been sending best I can, like, "Hey, you," or something. Look over here. He never does. Never. And it bothered me at first. It made me upset at first. However, then I'm like, if he's a regular human person and he's doing a kind of a crap job where he's getting, crap job work at, he might just have a lot on his mind. However, having fit the body description and having that super white skin. I mean, he looks paper white. Okay, he's not sick. Um, I'm observing him. I'm watching and I'm listening. I have access to the paperwork at work, so I'm observing. And if anything comes up, it will be here. Mm. And anybody who is from my work knows this guy. He is unlike anyone else at that job. Okay? Anybody. You take 20 people, he stands out like an alien among humans. So I'm going to observe this guy and I'm not going to let up. But that's that. But when I was talking to Marie about how the end result of Earth is protected, Earth is guarded, Earth is agreed upon, all that runs in parallel. It's something I realized everybody, all of these different groups, they all have that in common. Earth has something about it that keeps people away. Either it's the Galactic Federation, the Starseed forces, I don't know, I don't know about that, or the agreement to protect, or the missing 411 stuff, right? That only some are slotted for removal. So that just seems very If you want to, Lynn, if you want to, sure. I don't really have anything of a message to deliver to Joe. But now I know I'm an hour early. I'm sorry about that, everybody. I went with 9 o'clock on my time, which is an hour sooner local time. And the clocks all go to the local time, right? The local time zone. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I should have started at 10, and that would have been the show at 9 that I normally run, 8, 7 Central, right? Or whatever. I don't know. Time zone's confusing. And I was caught in the rain. Yeah, I had a storm roll in right at the end of when we did our thing, right? When we were at the convention. I know I never asked, but I hope the sound has been good so far, right? I may, there's a CVS pharmacy, right? It might be closed. I might come up with some earbuds. Maybe not the greatest ones, but maybe something. I might come up with some earbuds and do a panel from the car. That would be okay. I could do a panel from inside the car and not have to worry about someone, talking in the background, because these two that I'm with, they like to talk. They like to talk a lot. And that's cool. But I told them that my little short that I put up earlier says, hey, I'm running late. I didn't realize I was running late if you subtract an hour. But I was in the back seat. Dude was driving. She was in there. I'm like, y'all? She goes, so are you going to go online? I'm like, yeah, I got to put up an announcement. She goes, okay, well, let me know. I'm like, you just keep talking if you want to be on YouTube, okay? Just keep talking. And she stopped talking. So thank you for bearing with me as I'm late and early at the same time. Hey, it's quantum, right? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. But okay. Well, you know what? I'll see about just going for the hour, right? Going for an hour, and then I will see, since I have at least an hour to kill between here and there, then the panel, I'll see if I can get some headphones, and there's places open even this late at night. If not, there's a 24-hour Walgreens somewhere. Okay, by the way, Fort Myers is exactly like El Paso. Okay, fewer mountains, a lot more water and palm trees and alligators. And you have El Paso with palm trees, water, and alligators. I swear to God, it's just like El Paso. Three-quarters of the people speak Spanish. I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, demographically speaking, three-quarters of the people speak Spanish. All the stores are ratty, but the hotels are awesome. This hotel I'm in is really good. I mean, I thought I was going to be in. I mean, you hear it's a Days Inn, right? And you hear something like that. It's not a nice one, right? It's not a super nice hotel. We're getting super nice stuff here. This is cool. I mean, okay, this is an interesting situation. The only people working here are housekeepers. It's done remotely. They're trying to get somebody in, and nobody's, they got no person at the front desk, right? So, uh, there's only housekeepers here. And this morning, when they had the continental breakfast, I have never seen a breakfast time. I've been in a couple hotels, right? Hardly anybody eats a continental breakfast because it's just junk food. This was not junk food. This was actually quite nice. This housekeeper, she was from another country. I think, I don't know where. She set up waffles, Danish, the stuff. And oh my God, that room filled up. This hotel was empty when we got here on Thursday. There is not an open spot in the parking lot right now. It is completely booked up with nobody running the front desk, all being done remotely. I think from India. I don't know. The people who own it are Indian, from India. And so it's an interesting thing. And the place is super sharp clean. It's like really nicely done. Anyway, okay, that's enough for that. And but that's here at Fort Myers. Things are kind of spaced out. The roads are done as an afterthought, just like El Paso, right? And yeah, everything is moving right along. I didn't realize I was going to be looking at El Paso with palm trees and alligators and more. I like it. It's nice. Mm. I miss you, Amy. We need to have more coffee together. The cup makes it. The cup makes it. You put your juju on the cup and it's so much better. Now I got this paper cup. Okay, anyway. Yeah, when I was, okay, to go over, talk with Maria. And we go back and forth. And she was saying the Starseeds put their representatives here. And if any organizations hurt something on Earth and hurt a Starseed, they're going to go after that group, right? They're going to go after that group. And that jives in a way. It all leads to the same conclusion. Earth is protected, Earth is guarded, Earth is fenced off, and comes with a warning label. It seems like I'm fleshing things out as I go along, and it seems to jive. It seems, hey, Joe, yeah, I know. I got my time zones mixed up. Okay. This is my first hour, and I'm going to go with the regular time, which is going to be 10:30 or so, my normal show. It'll be 11:30 locally, right? No way. I'm an hour early, so I'm kind of tired. Kind of tired. I was walking around in the sun today, so there's a lot of sun in Florida before the thunderstorm came in. Then it got rained on. It was awesome. I'm going to do an hour, and then I'm going to stop for at least an hour 15 maybe. And then I'm going to hopefully get some earbuds because I left Tennessee without them. I'm coming to you from Fort Myers. That's in Florida. And they're talking about they want to go see this and that tourist stuff. I'm like, how about them haunted Spanish forts, huh? Let's go to them. I want to go. It's literally called Fort Myers. I want to go see the military stuff. But we're limited on time and money. So I'm going to find out about what's along the way to their stupid tourist destinations. Because I brought all my gear with me this trip. And I got night vision scope. It's pretty cool. Night vision scope. I brought handheld walkie-talkies, the little family ones. I got lots of it. I got 3 huge big batteries, extra disposables, voice recorder, EMF detector, uh, the iPhone camera, and a chest cam. I forgot to wear it at the convention today. Totally forgot to wear it to the convention today. Uh, but whatever. I own one, and that's check. I needed to own one. Check. Hey, Keith, thank you for coming in to my little show here. I should probably go over what I was talking about. I did say your show was going on right now, and I guess it was the end of your show. As the title says, I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, and went to a Comic Con called HeroCon. Met Rich Giordano in person. He is real. I was starting to think he's some kind of AI generation fake puppet, but no, he's real human. He's a real person. So met him. We went. I had coffee, and he was drinking. I forget what he was drinking, but he was drinking something. And we went. We started talking paranormal to people. I would go. There was this dude who was selling his home done comic book. I bought the spread. It was like a special offer deal. I bought a spread. I was like, you know what? Got him to talking. He's a witness. He's seen UFOs. I'm like, you need to come on our shows. He says, oh yeah, I've seen this. Rich is a very sociable person. He gets you to talking. He feels so nice. He's just so easy to be around. All right. And you just want to tell him your weirdnesses. You want to tell him your weird experiences. I know I did. And the people we talked to also told him he's good. He is a personable guy to get along with. He didn't have to drag it out of anybody either. And there's this kid. I say kid. He's like maybe 30, late 20s, 30s. He said he saw him and his wife and a bunch of other people saw a flying black triangle. And it moved away silently after everyone saw it. So I want to get him on the show. So does Rich. Rich wants him on the show. And I'm all right with that. And just going around making people feel good about themselves. I know that sounds very strange, but cosplayers. I got a bunch of cosplay pics, right? People doing cosplay, and I took some. I would go up to them. I'm like, hey, excuse me, you look great. Can I take a picture? And they love that, and they love posing for it. I got this one girl to do a pose, and it's like I'm looking at her up her arm. It's like this through her painted fingernails. And I'm like, it's a hell of a picture. So, uh, yeah, met Rich. Rich is awesome. And to everyone who warned me about Rich, I've known him for 15 years. Now I've met him in real life. Not just, he's not just a guy with a computer. He's done all that research. And we talked ufology for a little while, right? Um, and I'm familiar with the point counterpoint of the topic. And I do understand, he understands me. And I hope I came across, he sees me as genuine. Because on here, you know what? A lot of stuff goes through the internet as a filter. You don't see, you don't feel what's going on right here, right? When you're not right here. You see me talking and I get really good feedback, but it's not firsthand experience. I'm hoping Rich got, because Rich is a super charming guy. Okay, he comes across gruff on his show, but he does it on purpose. He's not like that. He was not mean to me. He was not overly sarcastic. Give me a break, people. I'm a pretty good. I mean, people were warning me about Rich. They should have been warning Rich about me. um, I will be putting cosplay photos on. I will host them somewhere, and I will put links somewhere. I will be. Yes, I see. I see your comment. I saw it the first time. I will be putting costume pics up. How and when, I'm not sure because I'm still working with just a phone. I haven't had a chance to fix the computer yet. And it looks like it's not going to happen tonight either because I'm tired. Even though that coffee did me right. I'm not spinning all the way up yet. I'm not. I brought my coffee with me because their coffee is not so good, right? I will be posting pics, probably Instagram or definitely Facebook, probably Instagram. So yeah, yeah. Rich is very genuine, and I did not get any bad vibes from him. Only sour stomach vibes. But it's okay. It wasn't. He wasn't trying to manipulate. Wasn't lying to me. Wasn't leading me on. Trying to get me to say something. It wasn't like that. We've been talking to each other online for 15 years. 15 years. And I hope I came across just as genuine to him as he did to me, right? And let me tell you, he's cool. He's personable. He's intense. He's an intense dude, right? I thought I was an intense dude. Rich is an intense dude. Okay, just feeling him, feeling the feeling around him is he's watching. It's cool. It's cool. And he looks at something and you could tell, dude, you could see the analyzing going on, right? You're being inspected is what it feels like. And that's cool. Good. We need people like that. We need people, and Rich is really good at it. Um, yeah, it is Lynn saying it's always nervous meeting people for the first time. Yes, it is nerve wracking. Are you going to make a good impression? He almost called it off because of consternation because of meeting me. And I don't know. See, maybe somebody did warn him. uh, well, you know, sometimes I wonder, am I bullshitting myself? Because I don't mean to, but this stuff is, oh, thank you. This stuff is hard enough to believe on my end, let alone telling people about it, right? Oh, and uh, okay, I didn't mean to. it scrolled and I clicked. So, but thank you, Final Faction. Yeah. Nobody at the con had heard of Final Faction, but the toy sellers were selling them. I'm like, what? They were going for about 2 to 350, incomplete. But you know what? Amongst the Marvel, G.I. Joe, and all these stuff, I did some pickups. I will be covering what I picked up. I mostly talk to the art people, but I did get some action figures. Okay, I'll do the spread in a little while. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. But I didn't do a huge haul because convention prices, and I got to rent a car, so I didn't do a huge haul like because convention prices were high. Okay, the $2 loose beater action figures were $6 or $5. So I got some unique ones. I went droid hunting, found some. I didn't find no big droids. I got to hit up some more thrift shops because this is Florida. This is Disney country. So I'm looking for busted up Galaxy Edge droids that have been given to the thrift shops or sold to the thrift shops. I can fix them. Turn them into MFRs in a minute. Heck yeah. But there is a classic feeling here, okay, about the place. There is a classic feeling or an antique feeling of antiquity, because I would love to go to a Spanish fort. It's literally called Fort Myers. There's no army base here, Navy, Air Force, nothing that I'm aware of. That's old American or Spanish. So I would love to go find that stuff. And the land feels strange. I've never been here before, so it just feels different. But it's okay. It's just not familiar yet. It's not damning, not warning. It's just different. Palm trees are different. I don't see too many palm trees in Tennessee. Saw a handful in El Paso. Here, I can look out the window and there's palm trees right out this window. So, yeah, got some interviews lined up. Me and Rich, not just the one guy, not just the one guy with the triangle. There was a bunch of guys, right? And of course, you know how that works. Friend tells a friend tells a friend. And I think I got 2 subscribers today just by going around talking to people. And Rich really got me to talking to them. And that was very cool. See? And people, I'm still deciphering how it is to be around Rich. He had some stomach, his stomach started really bothering him. So I was like, dude, if you're not up to this, go home. Fix yourself up, right? Take care of yourself. It's okay. You're not letting me down. He was telling me he was angry at himself for letting this happen. I'm like, stuff happens, dude. But I mean, of all people, I'm running the Quantum Show. I never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, that's fine. So I was like, dude, Rich, it was awesome to meet you. I gave him the trading cards I made for him. He gave me the shirt that he wasn't happy with. He used some prefab artwork, right? And then I got him some artwork to use. They're on those cards. So, yeah, anyway. Whew. It's a cool day today. Fun day. Not so crazy. No, I still haven't seen any alligators. They tell me they're all over the place, but I've got a little bit of pine tree jungle forest thing right out here. And oh, wait a minute. My phone. Oh no. Oh no. What happened? I hope I'm still online. I appear to be still online. What the heck happened? my battery went to 100%. I'm on the charger, and the screen turned off. I'm like, what is going on here? Anyway, so let's see. I got 15 minutes. I'll go an hour, and then I'll wait an hour or more. Okay, see if I can get some earbuds so I can hear, and we'll see what happens. Because if I can't get a headset, I don't know how I'm going to be in a panel other than going in and out, because the echo is going to be horrible. All right. Yeah, my screen turned off. Thanks, Lan. So when we were talking about that stuff, I'm going to, in case you didn't hear it, right? We were talking about the state of Earth in starseeds, ufology, my take on it, the scientific and the military take, not the public military, the one that say can't think of the word. I think I'm tired. There's someone coming, and all this stuff about digital currency. Why? Okay, well, I understand why, but this is going to chase me. If they stop using, all right, I ain't getting into it. I'm not going to talk about it. They're trying to change us from the dollar to a digital only currency. All right, it's part of the Restrict Act, and it's just mentioned in the Restrict Act. So get ready. This rock and rolling stuff going with our country in the world, it's not over yet. We're not through the reset yet. Hey, two broke guys, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I'm wrapping it up in about 13 minutes. I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, and I met Rich Giordano. Okay, I know there's history, but I did. He lives 2 hours from here, so I'm like, hey, Rich, why don't you come hang out? And yeah, but I'm in Fort Myers, and I am kind of light duty investigating this place because there's history here. Hey, Destic C. Okay, well, last 15 minutes, yeah. And yeah, when you get a physical item given to you out of randomness as you're on the right track, that becomes something special, okay? This is okay, to recap, had some people come in. I was talking with Maria from the chat room about the status of Earth and starseeds and how something is keeping all the groups away from Earth for some reason. And I'm like, well, what you're saying jives with all these other things. Our key tells me that we're guarded, and we are not exactly guarded, but we are on our own cognizance, right? Okay, R. Keith is headed out. Thank you for stopping by, R. Keith. Appreciate it. Thank you. I quote you all the time. Link will be in the description after the show. I'm wrapping it up in about 12 minutes. Thanks, R. Keith. Hit like and subscribe. I know you already did, but gotta say it. Okay. Oh yeah, obligatory. Like and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum. There you go. My plug for plugs. I'm going to start advertising plugs just to make fun of plugs, plugging things. But yeah, we were talking about that, the state of the Earth being cordoned off and under like Earth. Hold on, I'm reading the chat room. Right, do not disturb. Well, it seems like they can come in, they can not interfere, because I have been in touch with a Mantis person. That was awesome. Okay, that was awesome. Everyone will say it's weird, it's cool. No, you know what also is? It's freaking awesome. It's awesome to be able to do this stuff and have this stuff happen. Maybe not do not disturb, because that implies the people not being disturbed are in charge of that sign. The other guys are all saying, you stay away from here for this reason or that reason. And you have to have a permit and special equipment and everything in order to go to Earth. If you're going to take samples, get water, because apparently they love our water. They love to come here for water. Get people, humans. Take humans, missing 411. I've gone over this in other shows, right? So I'm not going to go over the whole thing. But it seems like there is the Earth, which puts out a good vibe generally, because we're not fighting with the rest of the galaxy. The Earth is cool. It's in the shape of a heart. It looks all happy, but we come with a warning label. I know you can't read it on this camera. I'm sorry, but it says warning, choking hazard, because it's a little toy, right? And that is a physical sign saying, yep, you're right. And here's jive. This will jive with what you are saying. And it does. And it hit. I could feel it. The pieces just dropped into place. I was like, we're saying this, we're right. And this is the message. And I actually broadcast out. Got it. I got your message. Thank you for your message. Dorothy, hey, Dorothy. Yep, I am in Fort Myers, and apparently I'm an hour early. I've been on for 52 minutes almost. I didn't realize I was an hour different going the other way. So I started early. And then I'm like, what the hell's going on with the time here? I got confused. I needed coffee and I needed water. Now I got them both, and I'm like, seeing I didn't time something right. Maybe I should have planned about this. And I forgot my earphones. I'm going to take an hour and see if I can go find some at a gas station or something. This is technically a vacation, but it's literally just 4 days off from work for me, right? Which is not really that much of a vacation. Anyway, I got physical representation that I was on the right track. And this was not a purple balloon or a blue star balloon or some matching numbers. This was, I can't tell you how on target this little toy is, right? This is so on the nose. Earth. Happy place. Work in progress. Be forewarned. You've been warned. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all. I'm going to take about an hour or a little bit more to, I got to find Walmart. Take an hour or maybe a little bit more to get some earbuds. And then I'm going to try to do the panel from the car so I don't force everybody to stay quiet. Okay. All right. That's been it. Keep it quantum. See you in about an hour, a little more. Talk to you soon. Keeping it quantum, y'all.